Good evening, everybody. It's Moss 808 brought to you by the Esoteric Soji. And today we're going to break down a quick, simple principle with the esoteric system concept of as beloved, as above, beloved, and so below. This is my theory. This is your theory. So to go up is to come down, and to go down is to come up. When you're grounding yourself and your responsibilities in your day-to-day and making the magic out of the mundanity of the situation, you are freeing up your spiritual shackles, allowing your spirit guides to do the magical thinking and the magical work for you from the tangible fruits that you've brought from mental forms up there and making them light. Because spirits love to utilize three-dimensional tools and incarnate into these energies and areas. And when you ascend, you can say you're leaving the groundwork exposed for your mental form, your ego or whatever, to do and make the plays that move. And you're taking your hands out of the board and understanding the higher concept and idea of these things, right? So boom, this is how you use this into an argument. So we know men love to use logic and rationality, so air and earth, to be practical. Women love to argue, debate, communicate with feelings and emotions, water and fire and desire. So to connect with somebody that is reaching, the concept of reaching has been a while for a decent good amount of time to understand when you are escaping from a point, or escaping whatever, moving away from a point, drifting into the emotions of the psyche and the esoteric mental form, right, in the etheric realms. You might be taking it way out and adding concepts and reaching into your past, into traumas and childhood and everything else, right? What you don't want to do is ascend up with that person. You have to add balance. If you go up there, then you're both completely away from the argument. So, utilizing alchemy and opposing energies, you need to stay on point. That's it. Don't argue where the trauma and all that stuff is coming from. You are caring about the argument. So you're utilizing the feminine energy to connect to the grounded argument, and vice versa. See, men care about utilizing logic and rationality. That's not the problem. But here's where you go wrong, right? You go wrong, or left, or opposing. You care too much about covering the vastness of ground. Women ain't the only folks that do it. You talk about emotion and getting away from the argument. Men, the quest for knowledge only begets more questing, right? So don't be trying to cover a large amount of land and mileage. That's what men colonizers do. That's what the Jewish mentalities, you know what I'm saying? And I only say Jewish because the first men that was going around conquering land with these principles, when we was all living in spirits. And by living in spirit, I'm talking about the matriarchal system, right? So to stay grounded, to come down is to go up. So you're meeting the woman in her emotions and feelings. You stick to the point and you build on that point. and you build on that point. You don't even know what direction you're going in. Because then that's when you get lost. To lose yourself, you got to find yourself. But I'm talking about lost. Lost to the point that you the one, you found yourself. But it's a higher, you like, damn, why didn't I do that before? You found yourself, not you the lost one discovering a point in your lostness. You was just babbling at that point and stumbled across it, versus the other way around. You know what I'm saying? You babbling and then you remember, oh shit, not like you're going out and looking for something. But anyways, you're building on this point, and you see, even if you don't see from the women point of view, you see where they're coming from. You relate unto the woman that's showing that you are caring, because the taller the tree, the deeper the roots. So that applies to nowadays with more masculine females. So they're trying to do masculine energy, but rather than doing it in still the toxic masculine, but rather than doing it in the healthy way and building on top of the point, it's building and expanding on the ground, but in the feminine energy, in the feminine nature. That is going, the roots are going underground. They're not going deep, though, to the center of Tiamat, to the heart. They're expanding. So that's why it looks like you're doing what I'm doing, but in a sneaky woman way. You call them out, and they're like, what? No, because I'm underground. They're expanding underneath the surface, and they're gonna pop up and grab your masculine leg while you're on top of the ground, talk about some logic and expanding and shit, and pull you under. But anyways, that's how you show you're caring, because you're building on top of a point, but you're connecting deeper and deeper into the feminine yin realm energy beneath the surface, directly down. So although it doesn't look like it to you, the aura and the first eye of the powerful woman spirit is sensing and it's understanding all that. So just in general, when you're having an argument or debate with somebody and it looks like they're drifting off, you stay grounded. You hold them accountable to that point. You are the anchor, because, you know what I'm saying, you're just the anchor. You're not really going too deep with the roots or nothing. You're just there being. It's like a slow growth kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a cactus. Like when it's not getting much emotion or rain, like they're up there, but it isn't coming down and washing you clean to where you see their point. So your cactus is right beneath the surface and you're standing there. You stay there. You stay right there. And when they're on the ground, with the shit, they're making sense, but they need you to just see, or they need to feel validated, or it's something like external, because there are certain desires that need to be met and requirements and things of that nature that are up there, right? Saturn and Pisces, requirements, restrictions, and boundaries with your imaginations and making it and carving a block up there. You are going to stay, by staying grounded, by going up, you're coming down. You're building on top of your point and making that building block firm and fair. You understand? And that's the video of being as above, so below. When you're grounding energy, you're ascending and freeing up your space. And when you're going up into your space, you're removing your hands and you're letting your manifestations and building blocks come down to anchor and be that status, that responsibility. So I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. I'm going to sprinkle some nuggets on, because I still got some more notes to write, as far as when you experience when you're experiencing a strong high, as far as like the accumulation of you letting your responsibilities take the work for you, and people are giving you praises and validations and all kinds of stuff, but you're in La La Land, you experience that La La Land experience, that means soon it's going to be soon to come a point in time where, okay, it's going to be an energy that brings you back down to put your hands directly on the responsibility. and the energy and spirits that are down there are gonna shoot right back up. So it's gonna feel like you're